Meanwhile, US President Joe Biden has slammed his predecessor, Donald Trump's job of preparing for the massive coronavirus vaccination effort. Biden said that his transition team was led to believe that there was much more vaccines available than what was the actual truth. In his speech, Joe Biden indicated that this was a result of Donald Trump's administration not working with Biden's transition team. Listen in.
It's no secret that the vaccination program was in much worse shape than my team and I anticipated. We were under the impression and been told that we had a lot more resources than we did when we came into office. We didn't have any access to the transition, as you know, Doc, we talked about it. And so we thought, and we were led to believe, there was a lot more vaccine available than there was. And when I said in the first 100 days, I promised that we would get 100 million shots in people's arms. Everybody said, oh, you can't do that, it's amazing. Now I'm getting, why can't you get more? Now we're getting a lot more, on average. It could be significantly more. But to get to the place where these guys legitimately always ask me is, when will we have enough vaccine to get 300 plus million people? And even though we've increased by close to 600 million promises of the vaccine, we're going to be in a position where it's not going to be by the end of the summer.
Now, Biden shared his scathing criticism during a tour at the National Institute of Health. Biden said that the Trump administration had failed to order enough vaccines and that he did not mobilize enough people to give shots. Now, the US president has asked all Americans to be patient as he's fixing his predecessor's mistakes. Now, President Biden said that his administration will be able to vaccinate 300 million people by the end of July this year.
We signed the final contracts for 100 million more Moderna and 100 million more Pfizer vaccines. We're also able to move up the delivery dates with an additional 200 million vaccines to the end of July, faster than we expected. That means we're now on track to have enough supply for 300 million Americans by the end of July. It may not sound like the urgent progress we need, but let's be clear. When I took office just 3 weeks ago, this country did not have a plan or enough vaccines or people to vaccinate Americans. All Americans, anytime, at any point in 2021.
Now, the United States launched its mega vaccination drive in December last year. The campaign that began with a pretty shaky start is stabilizing now, with over 40 million vaccine jabs having been administered so far, and reports suggesting that nearly about 10% of the Americans have already received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. The United States currently has 2 vaccines that have been authorized for emergency use, the Moderna vaccine and the Pfizer-BioNTech's vaccine against coronavirus. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.